What's going on, trading homies? My name is Bobby in HD, and it is pandemonium in the US equities this week. And the reason is this little whale right here. That is Deepseek AI, which in a nutshell is a Chinese artificial intelligence company that has released their new AI assistant called Deepseek. This is going to be similar to things you've seen like Llama from Meta, ChatGPT from OpenAI, or Grok from X. So why is this such a big deal? Well, in a nutshell, the cost is the problem. It has been said that Deepseek was able to train and create their LLM model on just $6 million. So a significantly lower number of chips were used to train this model than were used for the American-backed AI companies like OpenAI, Google, Meta, as we just discussed. And what that means is the soaring chip stocks like Nvidia that have led the rally thus far into the back end of 2024 and into 2025 might be overvalued. And is that spend with AI really justified? Well, I'm not sure, and I'm not going to pretend to be an expert, but what I do know is the markets. So let's look at the insanity that this has brought to NQ, and we'll even see a live trade. And stick around to the end because I'm going to give you some really important tips on how to trade this volatility. All right, so here we are looking at the NQ chart on the 3-minute, and what an interesting chart it is. If we get out our drawing tool, we can see that the news of Deepseek had been out for a little bit, but it really first hit the market at this weekly open here on 6 p.m. Eastern Time Sunday. And we can see that green is certainly the wrong color for that box because the NASDAQ opened just over 21,900 and immediately gapped down, or closed over 21,900, excuse me, and immediately gapped down over 130 points to 21,770. Over the overnight session through the London Open, we can see that that sell-off just continued all the way down to a low here of 20,763, over 1,000 points lower than the prior Friday's close. That is an incredibly volatile sell-off, and I'm sure a lot of traders as well as investors were caught off sides. And then, if you woke up saying, wow, we're below 21,000, it's time to short the market all day today, guess what? You would have been blown up as well. Because then come the open around 9:30 and the pre-market of the New York session, we rallied off that low extremely hard, coming all the way back up over 600 points to break 21,400 to the top side. So this range continuing to be absolutely crazy. And now we can see here that for the past little bit, as it is 2:22 p.m. on Monday, January 27th right now, the market is kind of finding some consolidation and taking a breather to ingest all of this news around 21,200. Now, if you take to Twitter, if you take to YouTube, there's probably going to be a lot of people saying they're rich as hell. Of course they knew it. They were short since Friday all the way up here, and now they've made a ton of money all the way down here. And it's possible. And I'm sure somebody else also got long right at 763 and rode it up 600 points, and they're rich as well. And it's possible, but it's unlikely. And this brings with it an incredible amount of risk. You can see today that I have not traded my funded account. This is a combine. The 2025 Trading Challenge account, I've actually not traded at all yet, which is why there hasn't been an update video, because January has been full of incomplete trading weeks with things like Jimmy Carter's funeral, the inauguration, MLK Day, as well as incredibly volatile moves like this. I have been trading on my personal and my larger accounts where I do have that cushion, but if you're just getting into the markets and you don't have a lot of wiggle room or a lot of capital, switching to micros or not trading at all or practicing in a combine is a really good idea because this market is incredibly volatile. And to show that volatility, let's go to one of the trades that I took in this combine today to really see how crazy of moves this market was making. All right, so we can see our combine trade here. I am getting long off of this 275 level. This is after open, where as I mentioned, we were rallying upwards extremely hard, and I wanted to get in trend on a pullback looking for higher prices. And we can see here two things. One, Our price target is quite far away. We're looking to make over $3,000 on this trade. And normally that's a big move. That could take multiple minutes, a lot of candles to set up, sometimes over an hour in trade time, depending on the market structure. But as we can see here, we are already over half the way there as price is bouncing through the 300 level and continuing upwards. You also might have noticed that my stop was much wider than usual as well. And now look at this, by the way, we are done. How many seconds was that the market moved 30 points to our target? That is why it is so important to take it easy on days like today. All right, so back to the present we go here, and I hope that combine trade was a good example of why I'm being serious when I say on days like this, try to tune out all the noise on social media of everyone making and losing money. Try to just take it easy, and sometimes it's best to take a step away completely from the trade desk if a day doesn't fit your trading conditions. We saw that the market moved 30 points in a matter of seconds, and it actually continued on upwards there towards 400. So it moved over 100 points from our entry in not a lot of time. And when people think about FOMO, they always assume that they would be on the right side of the move. And that's your psychology playing a trick on you, because as much as you just saw me make $3,000 that quick in that trade, what if I decided that was a short and I thought that 275 level was going to break down? You can lose $3,000 just as quick. And you have to put in perspective what that could do. It's just one trading day. And yeah, you might make money, but you might lose it too. And is that worth blowing up a personal account, losing thousands of dollars? Is that worth losing a funded account that you worked really hard on? Is that worth blowing up a combine and now you have to pay another reset fee or wait till next month to pay another fee to be able to trade again? It's not. There are so many trading days in a year, and you don't have to trade every single one of them. And for a lot of folks, less is more. Overtrading is a killer. And if a day looks scary and your intuition says, ooh, maybe this isn't for me, you're probably right. And the traders that can master those emotions and really internalize them and act based on those feelings, those are the ones who are going to find long-term success. One day won't make or break your trading career in terms of the profits you could make, but it could in terms of the losses you can incur. Think about your trading account right now. If you lose it completely, can you come back tomorrow? For a lot of folks, the answer is no. So don't give one volatile day the chance to knock you out of the markets forever. That's the lesson of today, folks. And I really hope that this is helpful to someone who needed to hear it. Maybe you didn't see this video in time and took a big loss, but now you can understand it and be more prepared for next time. Or I hope some folks did sit it out or switch to a combine like I did and are safe to trade another day. That brings us to the end of this quick video, trading homies, but it's a valuable one, and I hope the lesson is resonating. It's very risky when you're trading what some are calling a black swan event, which means really volatile news that is not expected and not common in the marketplace. Those days are retail rinsers, which means retail traders very frequently lose their accounts and incur outsized losses because you just don't have the capital to withstand extreme drawdown in one direction or another. And sometimes having cash on the sidelines is the smartest trade that you can make. I hope this was helpful. I hope that the FOMC decision and the regular price action the rest of the week is much better and we can start trading our 2025 challenge account, hit that goal, and get you guys some free combines. If you haven't seen that, take a look at the video above and make sure you subscribe for a chance to win yourselves. And until next time, trading homies, no matter what the news is, stay green.